Welcome to Kiki and Kevin's Love During Lockup edition. My name is Brianna and my co-host Mary. I don't know where she is. She ghosted me. It's like a very odd situation. This never happened before. What's that? Someone's at my door. I think it's Chica at the door. Someone's knocking. Come in. Open the door, girl.
Hi, everyone.
She's here in the
I'm
flesh.
here in the flesh with Brianna.
It's
I'm not in the
crazy.
hospital. I didn't have a mini stroke. Don't worry.
I was concerned. Can you do me a favor and just open that door a little bit?
Sure.
Because otherwise my dogs will just scratch to go in and out. Holy shit. I agree. Hi, Chance. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Chance.
Look, we're in the same
We're in the
room.
same room.
And we're a little fucked up. Are we?
Well, she's a little fucked up.
Oh, come on. There's a whole lot of drinking and smoking. And
Yes, a
partying
whole lot
going
of
on.
drinking and smoking.
We've walked to the beach twice.
Yes,
Only
we have.
fan. Yeah, this is our only fan.
Yes, this is
Chance.
a yes.
Just
yes,
saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see all that, don't they? Don't they just? Okay. Here we are. This is very exciting. Mary's here in California with me. Her husband is still in New York.
Yes, a New York City girl living a California life.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And then I've been rousing her because she and her husband have talked on the phone literally 5 times today about nothing.
Now, I want to ask you guys, is that strange that I talk to my husband on the phone like 15 times?
5 times a day.
Like,
5
is that
times.
strange though?
I
He works long hours. I barely see him in the flesh. So I talk to him like 15 times a day. And by the
We
way,
need
wait,
input.
before I forget, okay, in one of my 15 conversations with him today, I want to shout out Brian's coworkers, okay, Freddie Shoppy and Tony G, who watches us every week. I want to thank you guys so much. Local 79, Union Strong. That's all I got to say. Now, I think it's normal that I talk to my husband 15 times a day. What do you guys say?
Who agrees?
Who agrees?
I'm like, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, Brianna doesn't talk to her husband at all on the phone.
I don't want to. He doesn't want me to call him on the phone. He'd be so irritated. She says, no, it's not weird, but it might be nice to get a little vacay. Yeah. Tay and I talk like that throughout the day.
You see, you are the abnormal one.
No, just because Chance said it, like
Other people, someone else said it's not.
one other person in the world.
Okay, fine, fine. We will agree to disagree.
I have to have something substantive to tease you about.
Of course.
Anyway, this was very exciting.
Yes, we're
So
together.
Mary, explain this game again because it's
Okay, so I'm
the
ripping it
rules are
off from
complicated.
Andy Cohen. Watch What Happens Live. Okay, I'll be the first one to admit when I rip something off from someone.
First of all, I just want to say this is my rose quartz that I ripped off from Danielle from Love in Paradise.
Yes,
So I'm like clearing the energy.
she's
Okay.
clearing her chakras.
Clearing
Yes.
your chakras.
Yes, clearing all the chakras. Okay, so Andy Cohen does this game on Watch What Happens Live, where he picks a word, and usually the guests don't know the word, and he tells the audience the word, and every time the guest on the stage says the word, you have to take a shot.
Right.
Well, in Kiki and Kibit's twist, we know the word, obviously, because my moderator, Mommy Says Bad Words, is going to tell you guys the word and remind you of the word. And every time you hear us say the word, you have to take a shot or a toke of whatever you're smoking or drinking. Doesn't have to be alcoholic,
Yeah.
be
There you
soda,
go. There you go.
water,
Right.
whatever you're smoking, whatever you're drinking, you take a drink, take a shot, take a toke. Okay. Now, the word of today is hospital.
Everybody got that. Hey, Capricorn
Hospital.
11.
Hi, Capricorn
Hi,
11.
Catherine. I see you there, girl.
So the word of the day is hospital.
Hospital. So we're not just podcasting together. I'm trying to move to make sure you get the
I
frame.
have room. I have room.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're not just podcasting together in the same room. We actually watched Love During Lockup together
Which was fucking funny.
twice.
Funny as fuck.
It was funny, especially the second time we watched it, where we both took notes in the same Google Doc while we're sitting like 2 feet away from each other.
Mhm.
That's how we do it.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Fun
Lots
in
of fun.
California. We've been pretty much drinking and smoking weed.
Yes.
And eating
I've been eating
a lot of food.
a lot of food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gain 15 pounds and be really fucking happy about it.
If I do, I'm gonna cry.
And you know, she's gonna cry and I'm gonna be happy, but it's all good.
All right, let's talk about
Yeah,
this
let's talk about
bullshit.
this fucking episode. That's what we're here for, right? Last time I checked.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Can you guys hear both of us? This is so weird because we're sharing a mic.
yes. So if you can't hear
If
me,
you
let me
can't
know.
hear us, yeah, or her, one of us, let us know.
Let us know. Let us
Let us know. So Justine and Michael, the episode opens and Justine is getting her hair curled.
Getting ready for her prison wedding,
That's
y'all.
right. And his sister is doing her hair.
The one that's not invited to the wedding.
Yeah, gracious teacher. Definitely. Okay, thank you for letting us know, Chance, that you can hear. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you, Chance.
I don't know if you guys know this. It's the first time we've actually met in person.
Yes, this is
That's why this is sort of epic.
it is beyond epic.
Yeah, and I'm taller than her. That's all
And
I'm saying.
California thinks that earthquakes are bad. They haven't seen nothing yet. I'm here.
It's true. Mary's more terrifying than an earthquake.
Yes.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so Justine is getting her hair done, and I think she definitely belongs in the Hall of Fame of like, who's the most deluded cast member? Like, she needs to be in a mental hospital, this one. Did you hear that? Mary's gonna talk and
Hospital.
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 Mary's gonna smoke and drink even when we don't say it.
Exactly. I'm just gonna smoke and drink throughout this whole damn thing. I mean, first of all, he only has 61 days left. But they're gonna have their prison wedding because they've been waiting 3 years. So she's gonna have her damn prison wedding, even though he has 61 days left.
61 days.
Like, bitch, just wait the 61 days and do it the right way.
It's ridiculous.
Like, you really want to get married in the prison cafeteria?
Apparently she does.
Yes, apparently she does.
Actually, if you think about it, it's really selfish.
It
I'd be
is.
fucking
It is.
pissed.
It
That
is
was my
fucking
kid.
selfish.
You can see his mom is so
It is fucking, it is
Yeah.
selfish.
it's
Because
really
61
selfish.
days, you could just go to the courthouse.
Yeah, what
and-
benefit is there for them to get married early? Like, do you guys know
All
what
she
marriage
says-
is?
all she says is because they've been waiting for so long. It's 3 years.
Wait, I bet I understand why. Because the producers told him to do it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why.
That's
and
why.
and it might not even be legal. This could all be a lie.
It's all
Dirty, dirty lie.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I just want to say the glass slippers,
The glass
the
slippers.
headpiece in her hair, the skin tight dress, the tattoo on her leg. It's a vibe, girl. It's a vibe. I don't know what kind of vibe it is, but it's a vibe.
Yeah. Kind of a trashy vibe.
It's a vibe.
But everyone's entitled to their own form of trashy vibe.
But
sure.
she's really fucking delusional. When they were driving to the prison and the moms were, asking her, oh, are you gonna be okay with his rapper lifestyle? And her mom said, well, what are you gonna do when he has to go to Miami and you can't travel with him? And she said, why wouldn't I be able to travel with him? And her mother's like, children?
Yeah. By the way, you will find out. Life is not like this.
Right, exactly.
And they have children.
And she's like, I'll cross the bridge when I get to that. Excuse me, bitch. You guys have like a whole baseball team full of kids between the two of you. You are going to need to figure this out. And you can't just pick up and go off to Miami whenever the fuck you want.
Can't you just get like a dog sitter to take care of your kids?
No, you can't.
Rover.com.
Yeah, I don't
Kids,
know.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Kids are very inconvenient.
Yeah, stop it.
What? Am I wrong?
You make it sound like they're so horrible.
You shouldn't
Kids are
have
so
them if like your
inconvenient.
priority is like traveling all over, then you definitely
No,
shouldn't have
definitely.
kids.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
If your priorities are traveling all over, you should not have kids.
Agree.
If you think you're gonna pick up and go to Miami at like, a whim and I don't know what the issue is. Why would I be able to go to Miami? Honey,
I don't know.
you have issues.
Big time. So let's talk about someone who has even more fucking issues than her. It's just Melissa and Louis, and I can't even stand it. I also like that they both have names of people who are on Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes, I know, right?
Makes
Louis.
me laugh more. Exactly.
Louis and Melissa,
Yeah.
both Teresa's family members, if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hysterical.
So he's in a TC, which Mary made sure that I understood was not the same as Amber's TC or Lindsay's TC.
Which, by the way, before I forget, our buddy Tracy Trendy broke a story in her channel. You guys need to go check it out after you finish watching us, about Amber and her TC. And her TC is not very nice.
Thank you, Capricorn.
Thank you,
11.
Capricorn 11.
Mary, welcome to the Golden State.
Thank you. So go check out our girl Tracy.
Yeah, go check
And
out.
she has a
Tracy.
video about Amber and TC.
We love Tracy Trendy.
Yes, but it's not this TC. This TC is a transitional center.
Melissa is delusional, says Hope SC.
Oh, yes.
She still thinks she is in high school. We agree with you on this, and yet we also think she should be in a mental hospital.
I was going to say, I think she hit her head one too many times in high school and went to the hospital with a concussion.
Yep.
Because there was
That's
definitely,
two drinks.
there was
for those of you
definitely
who
some
can't
head
count.
trauma going up in there.
No
Going on.
question.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Anyway, so she's driving to Georgia and
No, she flew to Georgia and then she was driving to his
okay.
job.
Okay.
And she calls her sister and she's like, guess where I am? And her sister's like, where? Georgia. You're fucking delusional.
Facts. Hashtag truth. Right? I mean, this is so stupid. So she shows up at his job. And she's like, hey, I came to Georgia and I stopped by your work. And he's like, shut up. Like literally shut the fuck up.
Yes. He's like, shut
I'm
the fuck up.
almost out of this joint. Okay. Don't
And
fuck
she's
this
like,
up for
I'm
me.
gonna flash you.
Is she from Jersey? Are they
Yes,
from
she
New
is
Jer-
from Jersey.
See,
She's from
that's what I'm
Jersey, too.
saying. They're so New Jersey.
Okay, and
Even though I'm wearing my Jersey
and
shorts.
she's
late
out there
today.
with binoculars like a fucking stalker.
She's crazy. Thank you so much, Janet.
Oh, thank you,
I
Janet.
feel so.
Thank you, Janet.
you.
I appreciate you guys so much.
You guys just paid our Zoom bill. Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
she's out there with binoculars like a stalker.
She is crazy.
Okay. And what was, can you see my butt? Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is
she's
that?
like, can you see my? She's like, can you see my butt? And he's like, well, I saw you just turned around, and like the camera cuts away, and they come back, and they like somehow she went to go make out with him,
Yes.
but she flashes her tits like from across the street.
She flashes him and the rest of his coworkers too.
Right, and he's all like, you're gonna get me in trouble. Meanwhile, she does not fucking care.
She goes running towards the warehouse instead. He's like, you need to go away. You're going to get me into trouble. And she's like, I'm coming there. I'm coming to you.
Then they show all these pictures of him from high school. And it's like, you're like, wait, what was it that she, but if you saw her picture, she looks like one of those girls that kind of didn't, she didn't grow into her good looks until later in life. Like, and so I think that this is one of those cases where
Yes.
the high school girl in her still isn't over feeling like she's not the prettiest or like most popular girl in
Yes,
school. And
yeah.
it's really pathetic. It's a bad fucking look,
It is a
Melissa.
bad look, Melissa.
It's bad.
Get some self-esteem,
It's
Melissa.
bad. Don't do it.
Don't
And
do it.
also, like, what is she, 40? I mean, she's at least in her late 30s, this chick, and she's still like hung up on what was happening in
In
high
high
school.
school.
Get the fuck over it, move on.
Girl, you're gonna find yourself
Yeah.
on a one-way trip to a mental hospital, one way or another.
So we end her segment with her saying, well, I really respect it and I don't want to get him in trouble. Bitch, you just went to his job, kissed him, he pulled your pants down.
Cop the feel, cop the quick feel.
Yeah, and so like
his
you really
co-worker was
respect
like
this.
banging on the door, the garage. But you know, it's okay.
It's absolutely insane.
And maybe he could get a job in the hospital, mopping floors or something.
Okay, girl, I have to drive you to the dispensary after dinner, so calm down.
You could drink some water. You don't have to take a shot of rum every time.
Okay, thanks.
You know?
Thank you.
Jeez.
Appreciate it.
Make it sound like I'm twisting your arm to drink.
Let's talk about Emily and dowry. And you are a very bad influence.
Yes, I am.
But I've been plying you with alcohol since you've been here, and
Yes,
that's
she
not
has.
usually your thing.
Yeah, she has. I'm a little drunk right now.
We've
guys.
been
That's
getting
okay.
married kind of drunk, yeah. So Emily and dowry, and I just want to tell you this: Emily now has a Twitter because Mary convinced her it was a good idea. Meanwhile, Kiki and Kibitz is thinking very seriously about getting off Twitter.
Because of the Elon Musk bullshit.
Yeah, we don't
And
like
how he is
Elon
us-
Musk.
Elon Musk. You know
Musk.
what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. And he is the South African version of Donald Trump. He's a piece of shit. And we are seriously considering what to do with
Yeah.
our Twitter.
It's sad.
So if we disappear off of Twitter, you will find us on Instagram.
On the gram.
And
That means
I
I'll never
promise-
ever communicate on social media again.
I promise I will pay attention to our Facebook page that we have.
We have one?
We have one, but I don't pay attention to it as often as I should.
I'll help with that.
So I promise I will pay attention to our
Okay.
Facebook page, and you can find us on Instagram.
We cannot support that motherfucker.
No, we cannot. And I
Take
just
an
convinced.
Uber, guys. Where are we going in the Uber? To the dispensary?
Oh, yes, yes, to the dispensary.
Ain't nobody got money for all that.
I'll pay for it.
There's like 2 Ubers in this town. You're probably gonna pay like $50 to go 1 mile. Anyway, Emily and dowry.
Smoke his bunkie, calls her for money, blow and smoke up her ass.
She's like, no,
No,
never
I
gonna
don't think so.
happen. Not gonna happen. So they're not gonna happen.
He wants some money for an investment. What are they investing in?
Drugs. That's my theory.
Hospital cleaning supplies?
Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, hospital cleaning supplies. Yeah, I don't know what is happening here. And then these 2 idiots are hanging out together going, hey, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was supposed to get some money and I don't fucking know. And I don't know what he's gonna do. Cause she's like, I was just like, what are these guys even talking about? Sharp is reaching on this one. I hope something else happens in this fucking season with them because literally nothing's happening. We just feel sorry for her because she's so stupid.
Yes, I mean, you know,
And
she
by the
has
way,
it.
if you're watching this, Emily, I apologize for calling you stupid. Really, what I mean is you're deluded about this situation. Prove me wrong.
Well,
Hope you do.
I believe that Emily is well, okay, if she believes that this relationship is going to work when he comes out of jail, then yes, she's deluded. But at the moment, from what we see,
Yeah.
she shuts everything down. She's like, no, I'm not sending you money. I just sent you $100 last month. What do you need more money for? You're in jail, motherfucker.
Yeah, but she's spending his
I
money.
know. Of course she is. Because that's her revenge on him for cheating on her. The bunkie calls her. She's like, no, I don't think so. I'm shutting this shit down.
What I think is hilarious is that she wants to be like a criminal defense attorney.
And she's scamming the scammer. Hey. You gotta love somebody that could scam a scammer.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't know,
their
Brianna.
story
You have me
was,
drinking, so I don't know anything anymore right
but
now.
that's how I feel because you've had me drinking all day and eating lots of nachos and chips
I
and
made you
salsa.
drink.
I feel that you did.
Okay. I'll take
I
responsibility.
feel like I would never drink if it weren't for you. In fact, I never drank before you came here. So let's talk about Jessica and Dustin.
Brianna,
What?
our followers, whoever's watching us right now, could someone please tell me what is a COVID-induced marriage?
Because I feel like I know a lot about COVID-induced divorces.
Yes.
But what is a COVID-induced marriage? Like, we're never getting out alive, so we might
So,
as well get married,
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, did they
right?
panic?
You're like, the end of the world is
Is
nigh.
coming.
Let's just tie the knot.
Did the guy marry her for her health benefits? Like, did they get married for benefits?
She's a nurse and it's
She's a
COVID,
nurse.
so I'm gonna marry her.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that made no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's a nice little excuse. I mean, like, I have excuses for men I've been with, like,
Mhm.
I was 24, I didn't know what I was doing,
Right.
but this one COVID induced,
COVID induced.
that is bullshit.
Yes. So she had a COVID induced second marriage. Her first marriage ended after 15 years. So this would be her third.
And third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm.
I'll say so far so good for my third.
Yes.
And it's
third
been
time
a
is the charm.
while.
Yes.
Like,
Third time's a
it's
charm
been
for you.
like 8 years. We don't talk on phone 5 times a day.
Yes. So she's a hopeless romantic. I like how you put
I'm like emphasis on the hopeless.
I like that.
Yeah, right.
But that's so true.
She's like, he's in the box. And I've never heard that. Must be in like solitary
You never heard
confinement.
anybody say the
No,
box?
I've heard
I
the
haven't.
shoe. He's in
Oh,
the shoe.
The box.
I've never heard the box.
I've heard the box before.
You should move over because you're like you're like half out of the frame right now. Mary Love. Can you see that?
Sorry.
You're only like half in the frame.
Let me get in.
Get into
Okay.
your tighter shot.
Okay, I'm in.
Tight.
Tighter shop.
Okay,
Sorry.
here.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So
Where were we?
we are talking
Box.
about
You're in the box.
we're in the box and she's
Box.
going with her kid to look at a house in Tennessee.
This is terrible. This daughter, like this show, there's one thing that's always consistent. The kids are always 5,000 times smarter than the parents.
Yes.
Same on 90 Day Fiance. The kids are like the ones, So the daughter's like, but I'm gonna have to leave all my friends. And like, well, he's not getting out for so long. And like she's just not having it. But
Right.
she's way smarter than her mom is.
And so they're looking at the house
Is
and
this Jessica, the 44-year-old that got her stomach tattooed with her dude's name?
yes,
That
yes.
tattoo is bad.
Yes, it is Jessica, the 44-year-old that got her stomach tattoo with the dude's name.
Naz, I'm with you. And thanks for the box.
Yes.
Got you. Okay, so yeah, the kid. So this realtor though has got the best deadpan face. Did you know that?
Yes.
She's like, well, he's in prison and he'll be out soon. And the lawyer's like, I mean, the realtor's like, Becky's almost there. It'll be great.
Yeah. And I was a nurse and
Right.
I locked eyes with him in the prison hospital and it was love at first sight.
Yeah, no, it was really crazy.
Hospital.
And the hospital and the realtor is just like acting like, oh yeah, everyone usually says things like this when they come in.
Exactly.
But what I really took away from this was that it's fucking cheap in Tennessee. Like
That was a nice house and
for
it was
$285,000. If you were here where I live, that house would be like 1.5 million. And what about New York? Same kind of
oh
deal.
my God, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Definitely. It would be like
We live in places
over-
where studio apartments rent for $3,000 a month. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
it's ridiculous.
So the only problem with moving to Tennessee is that it's in Tennessee. Just saying.
And her daughter just is concerned that the mall is 45 minutes away.
Valid.
valid concern there. I would be very concerned that the mall is 45 minutes away. If I
That
was
said,
18.
Amazon, but yes,
But
if
if
I
you're-
was 18,
If I
my
was an
priorities would be
18-year-old
different.
girl, yes,
Yes.
my priorities
In my
are way.
teens, I spent a lot of time at the fucking mall.
And
I
you're
really
telling
did.
me the nearest mall is 45 minutes away, and I'm uprooting my life, leaving my dad, my friends, and everything else to go with my mom, who is uprooting her life for this dude.
And
in
she's
jail.
crazy. And
Yeah.
she just went through like a marriage and divorce during
Right,
COVID, like
exactly.
in the last
Right,
almost 3 years.
right, exactly. Her COVID-induced marriage.
Janet says, as hard as it is to get a nursing license, she's out of her mind to give that up for an inmate. Does
Yeah.
she lose her license? If
Well, she gave up her job.
right, but I mean, she could like nurse in
Right,
the
but she's
private sector, right?
yeah, she can nurse in a hospital, I guess.
Hospital. I'm gonna try to cook dinner after this. We'll see how that goes.
You don't have to keep drinking shots of rum, Brian.
I'm just drinking the same shot slowly,
Okay,
but it is
okay,
a rather
good.
large shot.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So-
All right. Anyway, she was like, I didn't even really, I didn't even think about how this would affect my daughter. And I'm
right.
just like,
I didn't
what?
even consider my daughter. Like, I'm just a selfish cow.
That was my feeling, selfish cow. Can you imagine as a mom being like, oh, how will this affect my child?
I know. Like,
kind
are
of
you
fucking mom
kidding
are
me? Like,
you?
are you kidding me?
Crazy. And he gets out in like 2 months.
Yes.
This
Yes.
poor kid. I hope she goes to some great college and has an awesome time.
Yes, me too.
Get away from your mom.
Get away from your mom.
Because she's dangerous.
Start
for
your
you.
life
Yeah, exactly.
and just call her when you need money.
Exactly.
That's my advice.
So let's talk about Chelsea and Mike.
I have so many feelings about this.
Feelings. Tell me your feelings.
First of all, her father doesn't sign language well.
Let's get that out of the way.
That bothers the fuck out of me. You have a deaf child and you don't know how to sign language. As you guys may or may not know, my mom was deaf mute. And my father learned sign language from scratch to communicate with her. My grandparents knew sign language. I mean, how could Chelsea's dad not know how to sign well?
He looked like he could sign a little, but
Right.
not that.
Right.
well.
But Chelsea was like frustrated with him. And
Yeah.
she was like, oh, my dad doesn't sign well. Like,
Yeah, I think your parents should make like a concerted effort because you want to have a relationship.
yeah.
That said, maybe you don't want to understand everything this chick says, because another one with the really bad judgment. Because what was it? Share some of the hot goss that you've been hearing about.
Okay, well,
Chelsea.
basically, Chelsea, she's the type of chick that puts a man over her children. And she tried to commit suicide, apparently,
Oh no.
because her ex-boyfriend OD'd. And she was so upset over the OD, she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, I always tell people they lose the right to commit suicide once you have kids. Sorry, you gave up that right, but please continue.
And child services came and took, she has 4 children. And they took the 3 that live with her. Her oldest daughter does not live with her. So at the time when she was suicidal over her boyfriend that OD'd in her living room, she had her children taken away. Then when they were returned to her, she was arrested maybe about 6 months later for holding underage drinking and smoking pot parties in her house.
She's
Check
great.
out my word on the street. We have her
She's
mugshot.
great.
We have her mugshot. She took her 14-year-old son to get a tattoo. There's a picture of her and the kid. The kid has a tattoo. I'm sorry. You should not be taking your 14-year-old for a tattoo.
No, I also feel that this is irresponsible.
Yes, it's very irresponsible. 2 moms here are being judged.
Yeah. Although I kind of wish that by now my kid would have at least one tattoo.
I mean,
but
my kid is 18 now. It's fine if my kid wants to get a tattoo,
I'm just saying,
but
I
not-
wish my
but
kid
not at
would get a
14,
tattoo.
but not at 14.
No,
No
of course
fucking
not.
way.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I mean, he doesn't know what he wants
Right,
on his body
exactly,
for life.
exactly.
Yeah.
So she,
Anyway, so
yeah,
what's amazing about this entire thing is like we open the segment and she's like, Mikey had a mini stroke. He's in the hospital. So no. But that's not why I said it. That's really what
Mhm.
happened.
and her father's like, what do you mean? And she's like, I got this message from his sister. And as she's explaining it to her father, dun dun dun, she gets another message.
Right.
She gets this mysterious email
From someone she
from a
doesn't know.
friend, from a
Right.
friend,
Right.
explaining that Mikey is still in the hospital.
Right. He couldn't stop throwing up. One side of his face was numb, and they thought he had a stroke.
Yes. So Chelsea's like, but I don't know who this friend is. I don't know where this email came from. So Dad's like, you know something? This is fucking ridiculous. Because this is all happening because Chelsea 2 days ago had emailed Mikey Boy and said, I want you to have a conversation with my dad.
Yeah, right.
And now
exactly.
suddenly he's having a mini stroke. Okay. So Dad calls the prison to ask what's going on.
Right. And they're like, some female has been trying to contact him all day. No,
But he's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's
He's
totally
fine.
fine.
He's totally fine.
Nothing's wrong with him.
Nothing's
He's
wrong.
fine.
Mhm.
And he's like, well, what female is this? Because
Mhm.
he wants to know if it's other women that this guy's saying it to
Right.
as well. I don't know. I think like stop being a fucking pussy. Like excuse the crude fucking language. But you know,
Crude
like
fucking language on Kiki and Kibitz.
that's
Are you kidding me? What
that's
the
what I'm
fuck?
talking about.
Fuck.
But seriously, like, don't be a fucking pussy. If you're not into it, just say I don't want to talk to your dad.
Right. Exactly.
Make up a story
Make
that
up
you had a fucking
mini
mini
stroke.
stroke.
Come
Who
on.
the fuck are you?
And get your sister and your mother involved in it because now the sister and the mom are like ghosting her. She can't get a hold of them. So her friend's like, if I was you, bitch, I would be up there knocking on doors, body slamming people, putting them in the hospital.
If I were her, I would find someone who was less of a liar. But that's just me. That's just me. Okay, so her friend who is very patient or getting paid a lot, nobody knows which,
getting paid a lot
is
because
doing a lot of listening.
the tea that I heard about Chelsea and her friend, they have history of beating the crap out of each other and then making up a couple of weeks later.
How many friends do you have that you beat the shit out of?
And none, honestly. If I beat the shit out of you, you're no longer my friend.
I kind of feel the same way. Just
So
saying.
yeah, just saying.
Let's talk about our girl. No, is there more than anything? The
No.
friend's gonna make calls.
Yeah, the friend's gonna make calls and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk
Ty
about
and
our girl,
Hottie.
Ty and Hottie. And Hottie posted on Instagram a phone number where you could text your love to him. So I texted him and I told him to stop playing on Ty's phone.
And if you don't know what she's referring to, watch last season. We interviewed Ty last season of
Yes,
During
we did.
Lockout.
Yes, we
So
did.
so check our channel, you can search. And by
Yes.
the way, while you're doing that, I suggest you subscribe. And yes, the source is biased, but if I were
Yes.
you, I would not
I would,
miss this
yes, I would
content.
totally
'Cause
subscribe.
you can see how professional this channel is.
Yes.
I'm getting all the 411 on everyone. Okay.
Actually, I think after dinner and after we go to the dispensary, I'm going to do a word on the street, guys. If you're interested, and I know a lot of you out there are, about the Mandy and Maurice shit show that's going on.
Yeah, there you go.
There is so much shit going on. I think I'm just gonna do a word on the street and just
It's
put it
gonna
all
be
together.
so funny if you record right here where
Mhm.
I always record. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know. So I'm gonna do that after we go to the dispensary and
Yeah.
eat dinner and all that
So
other good
please
stuff.
subscribe to our channel
Please subscribe.
and give Mary some love because I literally do nothing and she does all the work. Let's talk about Ty and Hottie. Check out our interview from
Check out
last
our
year.
interview the first time with
She's
Ty. We will be
hilarious.
interviewing her a
Yeah.
second time. That's coming
And
up.
I know a lot of people don't like her because they feel like she's a hypocrite, which she totally
She is a
is.
total hypocrite.
She's a
but she's
total
fucking
hypocrite.
hilarious. She's
She's
fucking hilarious. though.
and she like has a really well thought out rationale for
Yeah, she
why
does.
it's okay for her to sleep with tons of guys, but like they're cheating on her.
Yes, exactly.
That said, Hottie apparently has the same value system, so they obviously should get
So they're
married.
perfect together.
He's like proposing to 2 women. Although now his cousin says, "Oh no, I would never do that to Ty. You're a fucking liar."
Let me tell you, Ty, and you know me. Okay. Ty needs to take that girl by her neck and beat her and put her in the hospital.
This
Because
cousin,
that girl,
she's the one who really like talk about breaking
Okay.
girl code, right?
hospital for that girl, breaking girl code.
Hospital.
Okay.
I finished my shot. If I
Please,
drink anymore, I'm gonna
she-
have alcohol poisoning.
Did you see the look on her face when Ty asked her about Boston being engaged?
Yeah, it looked like blank. I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
was like,
this woman is a practiced pathological liar. She literally was the quote, as she put it, ring bearer for both of these women. She showed up and said, "Hey, he wants to marry you." But then she tells production, "Oh yeah, it was a backup."
It was a
in case
backup.
Ty said no.
and I gave the ring back to his manager, and I haven't seen it since.
What I'm confused by is, how do you have a backup? Why do you want to get married so badly that like any woman will do? It's either you or you, whoever says yes. Like, imagine if you were Ty. Like, don't ever speak to him again. Ty. Paging Ty.
Paging Ty.
We're gonna interview her soon. We hope, we think, we
Yes.
pray.
Yes.
We think
should.
production's gonna hook us up, but like, are we gonna confront her on this?
Yeah.
Because what the
Yeah,
actual
we are
fuck?
gonna confront her on this because
Seriously.
she's a hypocrite, but she's a lovable hypocrite.
I know, I love
You
her.
have to fucking love Ty.
I also love that she's a mortician.
Listen, I love that
fucking cracked
she
me
met
up.
her cousin in the cemetery.
That was funny.
That was funny.
She's
as
like, "I'm gonna
fuck,
put you in that plot right there."
right?
Don't
if I
jump
would put you in the
inside.
hospital, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put you in a fucking grave.
Yeah, exactly. Ty is a piece of work. Why don't I hate her though?
Because
She's lovable.
she's lovable. We
And
just love her.
she's adorable.
Yes,
Yeah, and she's kind of smart.
she is.
But as we found out in our discussions last night as we were driving to Santana Row, you can be really smart and then yet in one area, you're
Yes,
just like
and then be
deficient.
really dumb, like have
Right,
no common
exactly.
sense or
Because
like
I
no.
actually think Ty is very intelligent. Like if
Right.
she took an IQ test, she would score high, but her common sense is like 0.000.
Exactly. Yes. 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 Like she's like book smart. She's really, really book smart.
Yeah,
But when
her
it
brain
comes
works.
to common sense, and it's all due to her issues, like the issues with her mom and
Yeah.
her issues with men and not wanting, I don't know, Ty.
Yeah, for those of
girlfriend.
you, if this is the first season that you've seen, check out season 1. Because her mother is schizophrenic and has been in and out of institutions and is in an institution now. She's dealt with a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm not sure how that's affected her
And that, and
relationships. but-
actually her mom being schizophrenic is what led to her becoming a mortician, because she decided to face death head on. Because her mom was always
Right.
afraid of dying. Like that was one of her mother's like main fears, of dying. And she decided that she was going to face it head on, and that inspired her to become a mortician.
I admire her.
Yeah, me too. That's some shit.
At
That's
the
some
same
shit.
time, I really want her to get it together.
Yes, I want her to get it together and get a good man on the outside. She needs
Yeah.
to stop fucking with these inmates.
Yeah.
Paging time.
Paging Ty.
Stop fucking with the inmates, girl. You know I love you.
You heard what Mary said.
I love you. You my girl. We both from New York. Stop fucking with them inmates.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, tells production she would not give 2 women a ring for him. That's what the cousin said.
Cousin's a lie.
But we already know. She said
She's
that
a
on the last
liar. She's a
season.
liar.
Exactly. And the cousin recommends that she meets up with Boston, asks her if she's engaged to Hottie.
Listen, we all know how that's
This
gonna
is
end.
so fucking scripted.
We all know how that's gonna end.
It's totally
Okay.
scripted.
Okay, she is gonna body slam Boston through a table, and they're gonna have to call an ambulance and take her to the hospital.
I don't know who'll win that fight. I'm just saying, if you have, like, it's, by the way, it's not the woman's fault. He's the one who's saying he's in a monogamous relationship.
Mhm.
Boston has no responsibility for this at all.
No.
This is all Hottie.
Yes.
And by Hottie, I don't see what she sees in Hottie, but okay. Anything else you'd like to say about this scintillating episode of Love during Lockup? I'm curious, Taylor, Chance, do you have any thoughts or feelings, things?
Yeah,
that
what do
we've
you
overlooked?
guys think about this season?
Do you have
so
any
far?
questions? Do you have any comments?
And what do we think about this episode, the title of the episode, Till Death Do We Part?
There ain't no death till we part. Capricorn 11 thinks Ty is kooky and she likes her. I agree,
I agree too.
100%.
I think we all have a little tie in us.
I do.
Yeah, I do. I definitely have a little
I
tie in
definitely a
me.
little time.
I think we all have a little tie in us.
We do.
Yeah.
The thing I like about her though is that she's unapologetic.
And she is. She don't give 2 flying fucks. Emily either. She doesn't give 2 flying fucks.
Right. And how many men do we know that are like that? But
Right.
women who are
Right.
apologetic,
Women.
she's
Women.
just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
why
5
I'm
guys.
kind of feeling
Well, think
Emily
about
too.
this. Like
Emily's saying, oh, well, he cheated on me, so I'm just going to spend his whole stimulus check. Fuck him. I mean, you know, like.
But Hottie is like with Ty, he's like, he's got a backup just in case.
Right.
But she's got like 4 backups.
I know.
I understand.
She was trying on a dress when one of her backups called, and she suddenly was shopping for house stuff.
Catherine, I'm trying to understand your comment, but I don't. I've not seen any half of the episodes.
Oh, she haven't seen any of the episodes.
Okay, well then.
So,
Janet has a lot of Ty in her.
she's shopping for a wedding dress. She starts crying, and then one of her side boos call her, and she's like,
Hi, babe.
Hi, baby. I'm just shopping for some house stuff.
I can relate to the body dysmorphia stuff.
Yes,
Though.
yeah.
That really, I could totally relate. Anyway, I have nothing else to say about this because it's ridiculous. And I'm going to make pork chops.
Brianna's going to go make pork chops. And then we're going to go to the dispensary. And then
Assuming I'm sober enough.
Then I'll do a word on the street.
While I do nothing.
Yes, while you do nothing. They have to go to the
This is
dispensary. They have my
strange.
order ready for me. They text that it's ready.
I just don't want to kill you on the way. Make some pork chops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Want to eat dinner first.
Yeah. Anyway, it was fun having y'all here.
It's so fun
Thank you so
being
much.
here. Oh, wait, guys. Next week, we're going to be broadcasting a day late. We're going
Yeah.
to be doing it Monday
Mary's
night.
gonna be on a plane.
Yes, we're going to do it Monday night
Yeah.
at our usual time, 9
Yeah.
Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Right.
So-
And the cool thing is that we're gonna go to Alcatraz that day.
Yes, we're going to
Yeah.
Alcatraz.
Next weekend, we're gonna go to the city. That means San Francisco, if you live on the West Coast or in my area.
Yes.
And we're gonna
Somebody in
sorry.
the comments, someone in the comments, I'm living in the San Francisco area.
Yeah, what?
We need to coordinate something, but
Yeah, well, we're not gonna say where
right,
anyone lives,
right.
so.
No, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but we don't have to say who it is. but-
Yeah, it hurt
Sorry,
me.
I didn't mean to hurt
She
you.
punched me.
Aren't you ever like that?
I'm very sensitive. Anyway, thanks guys for stopping by. We'll see you later.
Thank you
Have a good rest of
guys.
your night. Cheers. Peace out.
Bye.